Look around you, wars are spreading, leaders are making deals, countries are being divided. If you think this sounds similar, you are right. Because we have seen all of this before. 80 years ago, the world stood at the exact same crossroads and they made the wrong choices. Today I am going to show you step by step how the mistakes of World War II are happening again right now in 2026. Stay with me because this will change how you see the news forever. Let's go back to 1938. Adolf Hitler wanted Czechoslovakia, Sudetenland region. European leaders had a choice: stop him now or give him what he wants and hope he stops. They chose to give in. British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain flew to Munich. He sat across from Hitler. He handed over Czechoslovakia and he come home having a piece of paper saying peace of our time. 6 months later, Hitler took the rest of Czechoslovakia. 1 year later, World War II began. Now fast forward to 2022. Russia invades Ukraine. The world watches sanctions are imposed, but direct confrontations avoided. Some world leaders push for negotiations, for compromise, for giving Russia certain guarantees. Sound familiar? Historians have a word for this strategy: appeasement. And history has already shown us exactly where appeasement leads. Here is something they don't teach you in school. Hitler did not take power by force. He was elected in 1933. Germany was broken, economy collapsed, people were angry, hungry, humiliated. And then came a man with simple answers. I know who is responsible. I will make Germany great again. Trust only me. The people were desperate. They believed him. Within 2 years, Hitler had dissolved parliament, eliminated oppositions, and made himself absolute dictator. Now look at 2026. Around the world, strongman leaders are rising. They speak the same language. Hitler spoke, our country is being destroyed. Outsiders are the enemy. Only I can fix this. I am not comparing anyone directly to Hitler. History is never that simple. But the pattern is identical. Economic pain, public anger, simple answers, one strong leader. And when that pattern appeared in the 1930, it ended with 50 million dead. In 1919, after World War I, the world created the League of Nations. The idea was beautiful. Countries will talk instead of fight. Disputes will be solved peacefully. Never again will the world go to war. But when Japan invaded China in 1931, the League did nothing. When Italy invaded Ethiopia in 1935, the League did nothing. When Hitler remilitarized Germany, the League did nothing. Why? Because powerful countries put their own interest first. Because alliances only work when everyone actually commits to them. Now look at today. The United Nations exist, NATO exists, international courts exist, but Russia sides on the UN Security Council and still invaded Ukraine. Countries argue about how much to help, whether to send weapons, whether to send troops. Alliances commitments are questioned publicly. In the 1930s, the failure of collective security did not prevent war, it guaranteed it. Here is something most people miss completely. World War II was not just started by evil men. It was started by economic desperations. The Great Depressions of 1929 destroyed economics worldwide. Unemployment hit 30%. In some countries, ordinary people lost everything. That desperation created the perfect environment for exploitation to grow. Angry, hungry, hopeless people will follow whoever promises them relief. Now consider today, post-COVID economics are still struggling. Inflation destroyed savings in dozens of countries, yet unemployment in some nations is over 40%. Wealth inequality is at levels not seen since the 1930s. Economic historians are not being dramatic when they say this. They are reading the same warning signs that instead 90 years ago. Disparate economics don't just cause poverty, they cause wars. Now the point of no return. Here is the most important lesson of World War II. There was a moment when it could have to be stopped. 1936. Hitler moved troops into the Rhineland. This was a direct violation of international law. His own journals told him if France responds military, we retreat immediately. France did not respond. Britain did not respond. That was the moment, the last moment, when one firm response could have stopped everything. Instead, silence. 3 years later, 60 million people were dead. Every conflict today has its own Rhineland moment. A line that gets crossed, a response that does not come. Any aggressor who learns that the world will not act, and once that lesson is learned, the next move is always bigger. So are we repeating WW2 mistakes in 2026? The honest answer is some of us are. Appeasement is back, strongmen are rising, alliances are fracturing, economics are struggling. These are not opinions, these are historical veterans. But here is what gave me hope. In the 1930s, people did not have access to this information. They could not see the patterns, they could not compare, they could not warn each other. But you can. The most powerful weapon against repeating history is knowing history. So now share this video with someone who need to see it, because the time to learn from WW2 is before the next one starts. I will see you in the next one. Thanks.